I don't respect him anymore because he say I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that, and then he tried to, maybe Turkey Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't win me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So he's gonna.
What happens when one of boxing's coldest, most calculated killers finally snaps and decides to throw punches outside the ring? This isn't just some rivalry. It's personal now. Terence Bud Crawford just got arrested. Yeah, locked up after reportedly landing a punch on Saul Canelo Alvarez during what was supposed to be a private business meeting gone sideways. So how did we end up here? What made one of boxing's calmest...
Never forget, Terence Bud Crawford said about Canelo Alvarez that he was ducking black fighters. He stated, and I quote, he shied away from Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andre for a long time. When you look at Canelo's career, it's like he shied away from the black fighters. I think black fighters give him the most problems. Obviously, that's a damn lie. We've seen him destroy Austin Trout, Danny Jacobs, and now Jermall Charlo. So are we saying that those guys are not black fighters? Come on, make it make sense. Terence Bud Crawford was a Canelo hater. Never forget that.
At first, it all seemed like light jabs. Crawford claimed Canelo kept dodging black fighters. Canelo fired back, saying Crawford hadn't earned a title shot. This wasn't just trash talk, it was nasty. And
so even though you see a small fighter, when you look in his eyes, do you see a fighter that could possibly beat you?
No, never.
So,
Never.
And as Bud climbed the pound-for-pound ladder, crushing another big name, the hate got louder. Crawford went undisputed twice. He even dismantled the undefeated Errol Spence Jr., but Canelo still wouldn't call him a real threat.
Canelo Crawford coming up September. What do you think about that fight?
Canelo Crawford, good fight. Good fight. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
Let's be real. Canelo is the face of boxing, the money machine. But Bud is the one everyone's scared to fight. He's not chasing checks. He's chasing legacy.
Is there anything that scares you, Canelo Alvarez? What frightens you?
Nothing about boxing.
No.
This is what I love.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe that's why things finally exploded 3 days ago. A backstage charity event in Vegas, meant to be peaceful. Canelo was calmly handling media with his crew. But the second he locked eyes with Crawford, the air shifted.
Spaceman Films. What up, Biz? Who you got? Canelo Crawford.
Yeah. Got Canelo. I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford could have blown those punches. I know he's a great man and a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo. I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody could do better than Charlo did last night.
Do skill really pay the bill? Because that would be tested.
Skill pay the bill. That's why Canelo killed for him.
Crawford unleashed years of frustration in one clean, bare-knuckle right hand to Canelo's jaw before anyone could react. No gloves, no security fast enough. Cameras caught it. TMZ posted it. Within minutes, social media melted. Vegas police let Crawford out in cuffs and he shouted, "He's been ducking me for years." Canelo, he walked away with a busted lip, maybe even a damaged eye socket. It's officially a misdemeanor assault charge, but because of the high-profile setting, this could get ugly. The Nevada Athletic Commission is involved. Crawford's promoter is already in full damage control mode. But listen, Bud's not some hothead. He's a calm, calculated assassin. He doesn't talk, he breaks people. So when he snaps like this, that speaks volumes. This wasn't just about boxing. This was years of rage, disrespect, and media silence boiling over. Canelo got to fight GGG
wins. Of course, look, you've accomplished everything. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You've been undisputed now in 2 weight classes. This would give you undisputed championship in the 3rd weight class. But not just that, you know you're fighting an all-time great, and you know that the credit's gonna go to you if you beat a guy like Canelo Alvarez at 168. Is that why you want it?
Well, when I beat him.
When you beat him.
Definitely. You know, the stakes is high. You know, it's high risk, high reward type of fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
When would you say, from memory, that you first thought this fight was a real possibility, that you started thinking about this fight actually happening?
Well, I started thinking about it, you know, a couple of years ago when they started talking about Spence fighting Canelo. Then just, you know, sizing him up, like, all right, how tall is he? You know, how long his arms and things like that, just sizing him up like that and going to his fights and things like that. And when he walk out the ring, I'm looking at him like, all that big, you know. So me talking to him with Turkey and Turkey not wanting to fight, and me like, yeah, this is the fight that I want, being that, you know, he's the last great fighter of our era, you know. That's just like, you know, me fighting a Pacquiao, a Mayweather, a De La Hoya, and things like that. So,
When a guy like Bud feels ignored and disrespected for this long, fists fly. Canelo's camp quickly released a statement calling the punch unprovoked and disgraceful for the sport. They're even hinting at lawsuits, which means Bud might be facing more than just a court fine. But here's the twist. This will be the worst thing Bud's ever done, or the best. Because now, this isn't just a boxing match. This is war. This is box office gold. Who wouldn't want to watch now? There's real beef, real fire, and in boxing, emotion sells. Just look at Mayweather versus Pacquiao. It took 6 years to build because it needed drama. Crawford versus Canelo, it's got more than enough already.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
The size difference is insane. Canelo walks around at 180 pounds. Crawford has never fought above 150. That's a massive jump. But hey, so is fighting Spence. And look what Bud did to him. If this fight gets a green light, don't expect a typical bout. This will be a straight-up grudge match.
He's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. And I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? You know, but those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
Don't be shocked if this breaks every pay-per-view record out there. Let's talk reactions. Some fans say Bud embarrassed the sport, that a champ of his level should never throw hands off camera. Others are saying, about time, that after years of Canelo dodging, karma finally caught up. The expectations for Crawford versus Canelo, all over the map, and that's what makes it electric.
Now, what the media is reporting, and it's circulating, is that Canelo Crawford is the biggest fight of the decade. I mean, to a purist and a fighter, it's laughable. Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford who couldn't push back Madrimov? Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's gonna do to him? Run him out of the ring!
Shakur Stevenson didn't bite his tongue. He's all in on Bud. According to Shakur, Crawford's going to cook Canelo. But Oscar de la Hoya, despite his beef with Canelo, said Bud's in over his head. He believes Canelo will run him out of the ring because of the size gap.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat.
Teofimo Lopez also picked Canelo. Why? He thinks Bud's just too small. But Andre Ward is backing Crawford hard. He says Bud's IQ, timing, and adaptability are so elite. He might shock the world, even at 168.
Are you still favoring Crawford in the fight, or has your opinion changed?
I mean, I've always favoured Canelo in the fight.
Well, I've heard that you want Canelo to win, but you feel...
Of course, yeah. I like Terence. I've worked a lot with Canelo, and I think just because of what I saw in Riyadh and because of the threat, and he's getting on as well, Crawford, but it's just like the mindset of Crawford. Like, there's no doubt in Terence Crawford's mind that he wins this fight. And when you spend a bit of time with him, you kind of start buying into that. And I guess that's what happened in Riyadh, because I travelled with him to the fight, and, you know, but it's a 50-50 fight. I think gun to head, I'm probably picking Crawford right now. But I want Canelo to win. And he can win for sure. But Terence is going to make it really tricky and awkward for him. And I don't think he's going to like that kind of fight.
David Benavidez also believes Crawford might be the guy to take down Canelo. Eddie Hearn, though, is sitting on the fence. At first, he was sure this was Canelo's fight to lose. But after watching how calm, confident, and locked in Bud's been, he's not so sure anymore.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jermell Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Bud's not chilling anymore. His snapped. That airport punch wasn't emotional. It was intentional. A statement. He's done waiting. He's done with his 2 small excuses. He brought the fight early. That punch flipped the whole narrative. It's no longer about weight. It's about whether Canelo can stay composed when someone shows up with no fear. Bud started at 135. That's true. But this ain't some scared little guy. This is a man coming to take everything. He's not asking for greatness. He's demanding it.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with 1 punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
And yes, Canelo's been the boogeyman at 168. Ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev. They all felt the Mexican power and paid the price.
Terence Crawford has had one fight above 147 pounds, and everyone, including Terence Crawford, will tell you that was not his finest performance against Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo. He is coming up in weight. He's coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school and say, you know what? Canelo is too far in a decline to beat Terence Crawford. Not until I've seen what Terence Crawford looks like at 168 pounds.
Yeah, same here. Even though we could see Canelo Alvarez diminishing, we're still going to favor him because he's been in there with the bigger, stronger men. Crawford's not going to be able to hurt him. Crawford will be able to pepper him up, win rounds. Like I tell you, I have an image of Canelo Alvarez after the fight. He's going to be bloodied and bruised because he's going to get pot shotted. He's going to throw 2-3 punches, pepper him up, and then get an angle. Then once Canelo starts realizing I'm falling behind here or I'm getting hit too much, I gotta do something great, that's when Crawford's gonna have to get on his bike.
But Bud is cut from a different cloth. He's not coming to dance. He's coming to irritate, outthink, and destroy. A switch-hitting sniper with ice in his veins, and now a chip on his shoulder the size of the breast.
Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo. Or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
And let's not ignore the obvious. Canelo looked slow, flat-footed, and safe in his last few fights against B-level guys. That's why he finally said yes to this one. Because now, Bud smells something, not just legacy. He smells weakness. That airport shot wasn't a cheap move. It was a power move, a statement. I don't fear you. I'm here to take your crown. And let's be honest, Canelo fans are mad because he froze. He didn't swing. He stood there shocked. In boxing, that's a bad look. That's hesitation.
I'm gonna knock him out to beat him. He's never been knocked out before, but he lost fights before. So everybody, that's coming in thinking that I need a knockout to beat Canelo Alvarez is wrong. And that's not the approach that, we taking this fight. If the knockout comes, then it comes. But we're not going in there to knock him out. We're not looking for the knockout.
Terence, you've said if you win, you feel you're on the Mount Rushmore.
I didn't say if I win.
Okay.
I said when I win.
Well, with that, what is Terence Crawford's legacy with a win over Canelo?
Listen, I already said it. I'm on that mountain.
Bud has leveled up. He's no longer just a fighter. He's a problem. No one has ever punked Canelo like that outside the ring. Bud did it, and smirked while doing it.
I can say a lot of negative things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. I wanna, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't wanna pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're gonna say after I beat him.
When he pushed you, I know you've gained weight. You look actually a lot bigger. When he gave you a half shove, how is that size feeling now?
Listen, that wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? That little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not gonna be pushing, we're gonna be punching. So it doesn't even matter.
So that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay